The party is in full swing, and it's time for teams to lie and bribe the judges to improve their chances for the race.
They shut down the town, there's live music, and everybody's having a drink and having a good time. It is a fun, festive environment. And then they have what's called the BS inspection.
And that's where you try to lie to the judges as to why your $50,000 race car is a $500 car. In our case, we had no problems at all convincing them this was a $500 car.
I knew the BS inspection existed. I didn't know what to expect. I was told that people typically put a bottle of Jaeger in their car as a bribe in case something happens. Being that our theme was Mexican, I thought, well, I'm going for tequila. So I put a bottle of tequila underneath the hood, thinking that if anything goes wrong, this ought to get us past.
You have to pop the hood, they look at your motor and go, okay, you're gonna be penalized 10 laps because that's obviously a built motor, or you've got a full race suspension under your car, you're being penalized 6 laps. Well, that's where maybe there's a bottle of tequila or whiskey or Jaeger in the engine bay. Cars get bribed and people work out deals, and it's usually supposed to be fun.
So yeah, we were all excited and just having a lot of fun, and then finally they got down to us and kind of put a damper on things.
Right. What's under there? Really slick. 1.6. Incredibly we actually are deficient one piece of the bar door over there. They're supposed to have 2 doors on that door, and we got 2 on this one. We don't have 2 on that one. So we have to get a welder and a piece of steel to put in there tonight. We cannot allow it on the track tomorrow until that's done. So I'm getting ready to go see if I can find some place to come up with all that. Once the guy looked at our car, he suddenly decided that we were not in compliance with the roll bars, and that we needed an extra set of bars on the passenger's door side.
An extra bar a little higher up for added protection, and they actually said we will not race unless that is fixed. And even that fine bottle of tequila did not allow us to race.
Truly ours is a $500 car. We did not cheat. This is a $500 car. I thought the BS inspection was going to be very fast. Like, come up, yep, that's a $500 car, walk away. In the course of about 10 seconds, it went from being a fun, festive environment to crisis and real concern and anger.
So we got to find, we don't know what's wrong. We can't drive tomorrow until we have a second door bar on the passenger side.
Wow, okay.
If they had told us that at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Friday, we could have gotten that taken care of. At 8 o'clock at night on Friday, with the race starting the next morning, we were totally out of luck. We weren't going to be allowed on the track. We didn't have a welder. We didn't have a door bar piece. We had no way of knowing how to get one. They're saying they missed it, but it's our fault. If we had read the rules, we would have known in advance that that needed to be done.
You want to be safe. Everybody wants to be safe out there, so no one's complaining about that. I mean, they probably should have caught it on Friday when we were going through tech.
I cannot, those words are still ringing in my ear. What do you mean we can't race tomorrow? I have your tech inspection form. Like, we passed. I have this. What are you talking about?
No, it was very tense. It was very frustrating. We were kind of upset that we had already passed tech. Why now have we got something totally new? That's a safety issue that should have been covered the first time.
If we had known this at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we'd already had this.
That's it. 2 p.m. is easier than 8 p.m. And the other thing is, to your point, you either have a system in place that we have to go through, and that's fine. I'll jump through all your hoops. But once I've done that, I'm through your hoops and I'm done.
The other question is, how much is this going to cost?
Right. Oh yeah. That's right. Oh, by the way, you're gonna pay for this somehow. Safety is key, and I don't have a problem with safety. What I have a problem with is you either have a benchmark and a set standard or you don't. We either passed your tech or we didn't. You cannot retroactively come to us at 8 p.m. on a Friday night and say, this doesn't work, you don't get to race tomorrow. Good luck.
40 miles back the
No
other
one's going to be available. Everybody's doing it Friday. No one's doing it until Friday night. So here's the thing. I didn't come from the West Coast to the East Coast not to race tomorrow. That's what I didn't do that. Okay. So like, I'm not trying to yell. I'm not yelling at you guys. I am just saying we've got to figure this out.
I came down here all excited to be racing, and then to have something like that happen and possibly not race, because where are you going to find a welder and everything on a Friday night We were frustrated, very frustrated, and I was concerned that we would not be able to race.
Yeah, we were out of the race. That was it, and that was devastating. We were about as low as you can get at that point.
We spent all this money, all this time, all this blood, sweat, and tears to throw this thing in the local pond and go home.
I feel like that Lemons, the higher powers that be, were in the wrong. That's the whole other thing.
Enjoying your meal.
I'm not enjoying my meal. I'm not enjoying the parade. Like, the whole thing is they shut the town down for us to have a good time, and I'm stuck next to a trash can making phone calls trying to find a welder.
Everybody started thinking, okay, who do we know? Who has access? Who are the local people that know welders, or try to get this resolved as quickly as possible? Because of course we wanted to be able to start the race with everyone else.
Hail Marys, calls, shots to the dark. Please shotgun this out. Please let people know we need a welder. We need it now.
So we started asking around with the various racers and people that we knew. Basically had nothing by the end of the day. We were coming back to the track the next morning, scrounging for ways to get on the track.